had no idea what it meant by saying the oxbow. I saw the oxbow was in the picture there, but I couldn't understand the story behind it. Now you're saying that you understand the story behind it?
No, what I see in that picture is when you have the days that we have today with the stress and the congestion and all that kind of stuff. That's the perfect place where I would just like to go, just to get away from the stress of everyday life and things.
A place of relaxation.
Place of relaxation. Wide open spaces where you can just relax, go where you want, not have to worry about.
To forget the world's troubles. That's interesting because
That's it.
I didn't see that at all, but I did notice the clouds after the storm and the yellow haze over the water and the land across the stream. And I thought that was the coloring in that is really nice.
That just reminded me of some places I would just love to go to get away from.
That's it. We all put our own story into the painting.
Yeah.
Now, what is your thinking on this one?
This is when we went across the river to Wall Street to get our 401ks back.
I like this one because it's in my room and I'm a math person, so the fact that the bridge is extra symmetrical is kind of nice, and the fact that there's so much science and math put into the making of this bridge, as I just learned in history. So it's a suspension bridge, so all these wires are actually connected into the root of the river, and the weight of the earth is actually holding the bridge up. I think it's kind of cool.
This is the Oxbow by Thomas Cole, and this is my favorite painting here. I like it because it's dark and sunny. It has all the colors in here, and it's a thunderstorm and on a sunny day. I liked it because it symbolizes the troubles in life that are there, and they'll eventually pass by, and it'll be sunny on the other side. It's a very meticulous painting. There's lots of trees and birds, and there's a little guy in here. He's pretty cool, and it's a very nice painting.
Like I said, I'm drawn to her. Whenever I've seen this picture in a magazine or a book, here, when we first started going through these pictures, I was just, again, riveted by her face, the emotion, like the lines, the weight of the world on her shoulders, her hand to her mouth, just that. I think that's a universal look of just, what am I going to do? What are we going to do? How are we going to get through this? You know, and the kids are kind of, you know, they're looking away, they're crying maybe. I don't know, and she's so young.
Reminds me of today, this is from the Depression, and today we're still called in a depression, but life was so much simpler then. They had nothing, and then it reminds me how grateful we are today that we're just, we're able to keep up, even though we might lose our boats or our swimming pools and things like that. How fortunate. It reminds me of how hard the world was and how fortunate we are today.
Oh, we've come a long way, definitely. But there's something in her eyes too, like a determination, and you know, kind of look into the future. We'll get through this. Sometimes you don't know how you're going to get through it, and I think maybe that's what she's looking to. You know, she's going to get through this somehow, some way, but she has to for her children.
People back then were much stronger.
I think people are strong today. We have to find our strength today. We have an easier life today. Maybe, you know, they had hard, scrappy lives. They, you know, the way they're dressed, you know, I want to touch her sometimes. Just would like to touch her. And I hope she did get through. I think she did.